Summer is around the corner and I'm so ready for it. So today I have my top 10, or let's say 10 and a half summer fragrances that I can't wait to wear. Let's start with an obvious, easy choice for me, and this is Guerlain's Orange Soleia from the Aqua Allegoria line. And this is a fresh, citrusy, fruity, quite woody scent. I always describe it as orange popsicle on a wooden stick. It's just so refreshing. Such a happy scent. I always wear it if I want to be in a happy mood, if I want to be motivated and have energy. It's quite sour from the blood orange and the bergamot and quite fresh from the peppermint, but it has some woody notes and some pepper in it, which gives it depth. And then there's a little bit of a sprinkle of tonka bean, which gives it this nice sweetness without being too sweet. I've used quite a lot of it already, and I have to say you have to respray quite a bit because it is a very light, fresh scent, so longevity and sillage are just okay. And then the reason why I have 10 and a half scents for you is because I am going to show you a discontinued scent, but I have to show it to you. Maybe you have it, maybe you can get it somewhere, but this is just too good to not show you. This is Cactus Garden by Louis Vuitton, and I love this perfume so much. I wear it a lot, but my husband does as well, and I love it on him. This is a fresh, green, citrusy perfume, which is based around mate tea, which is quite an earthy green tea, but it's combined with a lot of lemongrass and bergamot, which gives it this really nice fresh kick to it. And actually a lot of mate in South America is combined with lemongrass or fresh notes in summertime. There is some geranium in it, which gives it this really nice flowery blooming vibe, but not too much. And it is quite synthetic. A lot of the perfumes in this line are, and I'm not the biggest fan of it in general, but here it just works. And I think it may have been the reason why this perfume is also quite long lasting and has a good sillage. Otherwise it could be just too light and gone within maybe an hour, but on us it has quite a good longevity and sillage as well. So I guess it could be a reason that they have made it quite synthetic as well. And this perfume was actually a good reminder for me to tell you and to disclaim, this channel is not for now going to tell you perfumes for him or for her or whatever, for men, women. I don't see it for my channel personally because my collection is quite versatile as it is, and I think everyone can wear anything. I wear typically masculine scents, and I know a lot of men that are wearing feminine or scents for women. I don't like this because why did anyone decide on what is feminine and what is masculine? You know what I mean? If something is leaning very feminine, very masculine, and I don't wear it, or maybe I know a lot of men who don't wear a particular perfume, I can definitely tell you. But otherwise, keep an open mind, and if something sounds good to you, then just try it. That's what I do anyway. And speaking of my husband, this is a perfume actually from his collection, but we both wear it, and it is actually a German brand. And because we are from Germany, I will try to do my best to integrate a lot of perfume brands from here. So this is JF Schwarzlose Berlin. So this is a perfume house from Berlin, and it's quite an old scent which was re-released in 2012. It's called IA 33. There's a specific story to it which I don't quite remember, but you can Google that. But this is the perfect example of something that could be just targeted to men, but I think it's very unisex. It's a very floral, fresh, citrusy scent, and it has some spice to it, which makes it very special. There's a mandarin orange in it, and this is a note that is very citrusy, but it has quite a lot of sweetness to it. In the heart, it's just flowers. So there's linden blossom in it, and jasmine, magnolia. I love the note of magnolia. And then the base, you have some cedarwood and iris. And it has a woody base to it, but there is some spice in it, and I can't pinpoint which spice exactly, but it has quite a bit of spice to it, which makes it special and also much more long lasting than maybe other very typical classic gentleman leaning scents. So the longevity is actually quite good. Sillage isn't the best, so I would suggest to overspray and then you have quite a good sillage as well. When I was younger, a lot of women wore Dolce & Gabbana light blue and I always wanted to love it. I loved it and I always love it on other women or people in general, but not on me. Something wasn't quite right. And then I discovered Moschino's Cheap and Chic I Love Love. And first of all, I love the packaging. I love the bottle. It's so quirky and special. But to me, this is a better version of light blue. I don't know, at least on me, for me. It's a very fresh, citrusy, fruity, very fun scent. It has some grapefruit in it and lemon and red currant. It's a very fresh, sour, citrusy opening. And then it has some tea rose in the heart, which I love. It sounds very nice. And then the base is quite woody. There's some Tanaka wood in it, some cedar wood. And because of the woods, I think it is quite a loud scent. So the first couple of minutes you spray it, it's like very loud. And then it gets more quiet and more tame. It has a good longevity for such a fresh scent. Sillage is okay as well, so I would overspray. And you can see I've used a lot of it. And then I have to shake it. My scent, or the first scent for a tropical vacation, it is Ylang in Gold from M.Micallef. A friend of mine introduced me to it and I thought it was such a special, happy scent. It's so creamy. It's sweet and floral and creamy. It has citrus fruits in the top and geranium. It has Ylang Ylang in the heart. And it has vanilla and coconut in the base. And scents like that can be a little bit too much for me, but it's not with this one. I have to be careful though, because it's quite a strong perfume, I have to say. Longevity and sillage for me with this one are strong. So I just spray like maybe 2 or 3 sprays for me is enough, but I could swear that there is some peach in it. For me, this smells like a really fresh peach yogurt. It's so yummy and so creamy and so fresh that the other notes aren't too heavy and too much. I've just tried another really tropical beachy scent this morning and it's just too much for me. Something like Soleil Blanc. I don't know why, but it doesn't vibe with my chemistry. Maybe that's the case. However, I love this one. It has some gold flakes in it. It has another version now, which is white with like gold flakes on it, which is so beautiful as well. But I love this one with the gold flakes in it. And if you spray it on your arm or something, then it reflects. It's so pretty. And then I have quite a few scents always in my collection for everyday, like easy grabs that you can just spray if you don't know what you want to wear, maybe for the office. And what I wanted to say at the beginning of this channel, I love scents if they bring me into a certain mood, if they surprise me or if they just smell lovely to me. It doesn't matter if it's niche or designer, if it's inexpensive or expensive. So you can see in this video, I have quite a selection of more inexpensive, more expensive scents. And I hope to have it that way in every video, but it depends on the theme, you know. Let's continue with a designer scent. So this is my current favorite everyday easy grab summer scent, which is Versace Parfums Dylan Blue. And this is a very fresh, fruity, a little bit of a floral scent. There are quite a few synthetic notes in it, which make it very fresh, but not too synthetic. It has some Granny Smith apple in it, clover, forget-me-not, and blackcurrant sorbet. That sounds really good. It has some peach in the heart and rose and jasmine and some blonde woods, patchouli, styrex, and musk in the base, which you can't smell. There is some creaminess in it. I don't know, maybe it's the peach and maybe the jasmine. Sometimes jasmine can be very creamy and soft and beautiful and elegant. And I think maybe it's the jasmine in here. Because for me, apple scents sometimes can be a little bit too harsh and too synthetic and not round enough. But because of the other notes, it has some elegance to it. I love the scent. It, for me, smells like I'm coming fresh out of the shower. I just washed my hair and everything smells really clean and beautiful. I just put on a very luxurious body butter or body cream more because it's summertime. And even though it is a very fresh scent, I get a good longevity and also a nice, I would say okay, good sillage. And then the second scent that to me is the perfect tropical vacation scent or maybe honeymoon scent, it is Virgin Island Water by Creed. Oh my god, this smells like a sour, very fresh cocktail that you're drinking on the beach. It's fresh and citrusy, it has some sweetness in it, it's fruity, especially in the top. It's very juicy, fruity and citrusy. It has bergamot, lime, tropical fruits on the top, which you can smell throughout the whole wear time. It has some coconut milk, coconut water, jasmine and white blossoms, but the best ones, the ones that are not headache inducing, very creamy and elegant and fluffy and light, and it has some tonka bean and white musk in the base, which make this perfume last all day. And I'm always here for a summer scent that I don't have to reapply, that holds on very strongly, and this one does. It's so nice. It's such a happy tropical scent, which is not too much. It's very well balanced. I would think that there are some woods in it because for me it's very unisex. It's not very feminine leaning, and when I read the notes it sounds very typically feminine, but it doesn't smell like it. It's so beautiful. And then we have my summer tea scent, iced sugared green tea, and this is Juicy Couture's Palm Trees Please. And for some odd reason I love the bottle, even the crown. Yes, I said it. I was searching for the perfect tea scents and I blind bought this one, which to me doesn't smell like freshly brewed green tea, but it has this very artificial iced tea vibe, which I also love and appreciate. It's very fruity and juicy and fresh. It has some blackcurrant in the top, matcha and nectarine and lemon blossom, which sounds very nice, right? It has some ivy in the heart, jasmine, leaves, and ylang, and some angelica, musk, sandalwood in the base. It's such a nice combination of notes which make it very interesting to me, and it doesn't smell like every other scent, and it was quite inexpensive. It's such a hidden gem. It's so refreshing. It's an easy grab. I took this with me on my summer vacation last year, and I will do the same this year. And then I can't do a video without showing a Delina scent, especially in summertime, because they are perfect for it. And maybe you're getting married in the summertime, then I would highly suggest wearing Delina La Rosee by Parfums de Marly. This is such a beautiful bottle, and the scent is basically exactly the same as the bottle. It's a beautiful aquatic fresh take on Delina. It's floral and fresh and fruity. It has some lychee and some pear in it. I love those notes. And in the heart it has aquatic flowers in it, Turkish rose and peony, which is a note I also adore. And it has some white musk, vetiver and woody notes on the base, which make it a very long lasting scent for such a nice, fresh, aquatic perfume. It has some similarities to Chloé, the original Chloé, but a much more sophisticated version of it and a lot more round and not as loud as the other one, but still with a great sillage and a great longevity. It's also a rose scent, I think, that is perfect also for non-rose lovers. If you're not the biggest fan of rose perfumes in general, I think this one could be a nice introduction to it because it's just so easy to wear. It's so elegant and sophisticated, yet modern, easy to wear. Lovely. And for the last perfume, I wanted to do a really juicy, like a juicy fruit bowl. And I have two perfumes in mind. One that is perfect to me, except for longevity and sillage. And the other one, I will tell you. But let's start with the first one. The first one is L'Imperatrice by Dolce & Gabbana. A classic. I've had this perfume, not this bottle, but another one, maybe 10 years ago or more than 10 years ago. And I finished it and I'm devastated because the longevity and sillage was so strong compared to this one, which is the reason why I'm going to show you another one as well. But I'm so devastated because it's so watery right now. It's so watery. It's a fruity, fresh, aquatic, sweet floral scent. It has such a fun note pyramid. It has kiwi and rhubarb and red currant in the top. It has watermelon in the heart. And then the base, it has woods, sandalwood and musk in it. But not enough maybe because it's not as strong. And I can definitely pick up some aquatic notes which are not listed. Maybe it's the watermelon. I don't know. But it's such a fun fragrance. So fruity, so juicy. And you can imagine the water that's coming out of the fruits. And this is what it smells like. It's so refreshing and yummy, but also easy to wear. Just longevity and sillage are unfortunately really bad with this one, which is why I have been combining those two together. And this is Xerjoff's Erba Pura. I have it in quite a few travel sprays, so I haven't purchased the real deal. And I'm not too sure if I will. It's fruity and sweet, but something is a little bit too much. It lacks the freshness and the aquatic notes that this one has, but maybe this is the reason why this has such a strong longevity, because this is, I would say, beast mode. It's a beast mode summer scent, and I don't know a lot of summer scents that are beast mode. Also, sillage is crazy, but it has some bergamot, some orange, some lemon in the top. It has fruity notes in the heart, and it does smell like a fruit bowl. So it gives me this fruit bowl juicy vibe. It has some musk, amber and vanilla in the base. So it is quite similar, but also not really. So if you're searching for a fruit bowl scent, you like L'Imperatrice, but you don't like the longevity, maybe try Erba Pura. And if you have something that I just explained, something that is like this one, when it comes to longevity and sillage and generally the theme, but maybe a little bit more fresh and aquatic, please let me know in the comments. So these were my 10.5 cents for you for summertime. I'm so looking forward to wearing all of those. Let me know which ones you are going to wear, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.